Testing, testing, 1, 2. Hey guys and welcome to Piano Shack with me, Woody. It's been ages since I talked to you guys on camera. Have you missed me? Bugger off! I guess not. But anyway, we've got a bunch of mails since we last spoke, so let's do a viewer mail show today, right now.
Come on, baby.
Yes, it has been a long time since we've seen each other. I've been publishing some of the videos on the backlog whilst I've been thinking about what direction to take the channel in the future. I've got a bunch of ideas and things have been a little bit turbulent in my private life, so I haven't been able to record so many videos. I think I'll make another video to you about that topic to share with you what's been going on and what my plans are for the channel, because not many people watch these viewer mail shows anyway. Bugger off! Thank you for watching. So let's focus on the mails. By the way, as usual, if you want to send me a question or a comment or just share a story, then please do so. The best way to reach me is on my email account. That's woodypianoshack@gmail.com. You can also reach me, of course, on Facebook and on YouTube messages, but Gmail is your best bet. I find it easier to find the emails there when it's time to do the show. Why did he upload this rubbish? Let's get started. The first one here is from Paul B. And he says, "Hello, Mr. Woody. First off, I would like to say you have just fabulous videos, which are thank you. I just purchased an Integra 7. It's a monster sound module. Perhaps you've played with one." No, I haven't, Paul, but I know what it is. "And since it doesn't have any knobs, I was going to rely on its editor. However, I find its complex overall setting it up to a DAW, then a keyboard and maybe a VST arpeggiator. So I thought, why not the FA series? Same engine, just about all the same sounds, but no editor and a decent colour screen. I was thinking that the module, while loaded, doesn't really do anything else, and a newbie like me needs something inspiring like a workstation, ? Part of me worries about relying on an editor, which will one day be useless as it will have discontinued support. I'd like to keep this investment for years to come, just as you have your D-50. So any advice you have for a beginner would be greatly appreciated. One more thing, a huge concern is the surface of the FA, which appears to scratch if you sneeze around it. If you have any thoughts on that and your overall opinions, thanks again. Looking forward to seeing more of your videos." Paul, thanks for the question. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Integra. This is a Roland module. It's 2U or something, and it has thousands and thousands of sounds and the latest Roland supernatural sound engine. It does sound fabulous, but the FA, as you point out, has many of those sounds and in a much more convenient form factor. I did decide myself, I was weighing up between the Integra and the Roland FA08 or the FA06 or the newly released FA07, but I decided that the all-in-one keyboard workstation format was a lot more convenient in my home use environment. When I want to play a synthesizer, I don't want to be hooking up MIDI controllers and finding all the power supplies and using a rack, which isn't very ergonomic to use on your desktop at all. In a studio setting, in a rack, that might be another thing. But for home use, I think the FA is a better choice. So you and I are thinking on the same track there, Paul. So yeah, I'd recommend doing that. You are going to lose some of the supernatural sound engines. Let's see, the FA has the most important ones. It has the supernatural piano, and these are Roland's physical modelling. It's got the electric piano modelling. It's got the Hammond organ modelling, some guitar stuff, a violin, acoustic bass. It's got the ones that you need. But this Integra has a bunch more. If you want a supernatural French horn or a bassoon, oh, I love that, then maybe the Integra is a better bet. But yeah, the FA is more convenient. And I share with you your concerns about software perhaps getting discontinued and in 10 years to come not working anymore on the whatever version of Windows we have running on our PCs. It's the same concern I have for any instruments that use or rely on an iPad or some iOS device to control them. I stay away from those. I like everything to be self-contained so that I know it's still going to work 10 years down the line. So I hope that answered your question, Paul. Thank you very much. The next one is from Wahidul M. He writes to me, "Hi Woody, very glad to know you are giving suggestions and helping us. I have a D-50. Yeah, we are recording. Wahidul, very glad to know you are giving suggestions and helping us. I have a D-50 and also Roland XP60 and Fantom X6. Wow. So is there any way to transfer any D-50 sysx file or SPD file to the Fantom X6? Fantom X6 is a sampler, you know, so any way to transfer these? Please help. I am Bangladesh, the country beside India." Yes, I know very well where Bangladesh is. Mind blown! You've got a D-50 and you've got the Fantom. And to answer your question, no, the Fantom will not understand sysx files, MIDI system exclusive files that your D-50 understands. They're completely different architectures and they're not compatible in any way. But as you point out, the Fantom is a sampler, so you could sample your D-50, but that would be a massive job. You'd have to do it at different velocity levels and on different areas of the keyboard. And I don't understand why you want to do that. You have your D-50 already, but maybe you're looking for an all-in-one solution. I don't know. But yeah, you can sample the D-50, but a big lot of work there for you. Why not investigate this new D-05 module that Roland have recently released? I've left out lots of amazing presets. That's what I do if you need the sounds of the D-50 in a compact and portable format. Go for that. And thank you for the question. It's awesome to hear from people in Bangladesh. That's amazing. So please spread the word amongst your Bangladeshi friends, and perhaps I can be the biggest music tech channel in Bangladesh one day. I'm going to India next year, so maybe I'll take a detour and say hi to you in Bangladesh. All right. Kobe then. Kobe A has a question for me. "Hello, Woody. Hope you're having a great day." Yes, thank you. Thank you. "I have a Roland JX8P that I will be putting up for sale in the near future." That's a nice instrument, the JX8P. I wouldn't mind getting one of those in the shack one day. "I would like to know any tips you have for selling a synthesizer successfully locally or internationally. Also, if you have sold a synth not locally, how did you go about shipping it? Keep up the good work and thank you very much." That's from Kobe. Wow, that's a good question, isn't it? Well, I buy and sell tons of stuff, as you know, as you probably know. But I live in Stockholm. This is the capital city of Sweden, which is a wealthy country, and there are tons of used instruments in circulation. Most of them are in Stockholm. So there is a fantastic second-hand market here for gear, guitars, synths, computers, whatever you want. It's available. And there's a Swedish site called Blocket, which is the equivalent of Craigslist, I think, and that's where I buy most of my stuff. There's also vend.se, which is where you can put up ads completely free of charge. So I use both of those services. But I always like to do my business face-to-face, without exception, really. One time I think I sold a synthesizer to a guy that was living way up north, and then I used this Blocket Paket service. There's a service you can use here in Sweden where the buyer picks up the package and then pays for it when he collects it. So I get the money and then he's got a day to check it out and possibly refund the money if something's wrong with it. But I find those to be quite stressful because the synth's gone and I don't know what's going to happen to it and I just get worried. So yeah, face-to-face 99.99% of the time for me. This guy is a real noob. So really I don't have any experience selling internationally, but I'd be very, very wary about doing that. And where I'm living today, I don't need to do it anyway, so we're all good. But Kobe, I wish you well with your trades, wherever that might be. The next one here is from Andrew R. He writes to me, "Hello Woody, thanks for all the keyboard entertainment on your channel. Although I see that recently you have been selling off synths, yes, I wonder if I might have something that could be of interest. Perhaps you receive a lot of offers with people trying to sell you keyboards." Well, no, this is the first one, thank you. However, I have a brand new boxed factory sealed GEM Equinox 76 synth workstation. Mind blown! This has been in storage since it was made. I wondered, if unboxing might be an enjoyable and interesting feature on your channel. I have no real idea of this item's value, if indeed it has any, and obviously there would be shipping costs involved. I'm in the UK, but I'd be delighted to see it go to someone who would appreciate it. Best wishes, Andy. So yeah, here we are again, buying and selling used gear internationally. So, well, firstly, that's pretty awesome to have a factory sealed GEM Equinox 76 synth workstation. I'd kind of like to know why and the story behind that. So perhaps let me know on Facebook or shoot me an email. And I do remember these featuring in the Sound on Sound keyboard magazine back in the late 80s, I suppose. I'm guessing this is from the late 80s. And they were pretty powerful workstations at the time. Very, very high end and expensive as well. And these were not huge popular selling keyboards by any means. So this is probably quite a rare unit, and especially to find one factory sealed. But personally, I have no passion or interest really for this particular keyboard. But I wanted to read out this message for you in case anybody watching happens to be really interested in this. Let me know, send me an email, and perhaps if Andy agrees, then I can hook you up with each other and you can talk to each other. Definitely. Do you like these shows? I'm not sure. Are these something I should continue with? Once again, please let me know in the comments if this is interesting or a waste of everybody's time. So, Billy F writes to me, "Hi Woody. Firstly, I would like to thank you on your informative..." Have we done this before? No. I've learned so much over the past few weeks and also enjoyed the humour. Yeah, I'm glad you can see the humour in what I do, Billy, because I don't take myself all that seriously. I'm a musician that plays in a band, guitar, and I have been concentrating on producing the last few years in Logic. I mainly use virtual instruments and I'm looking to purchase an analog or digital synth. I know it's a tough question, but I'm really trying to get a very versatile synth which will offer me great sounds and flexibility. My budget is £700. There's so much on the market and I want to make the right decision. I love the Moog sound, also Roland keyboards. The new D-50 is great. I know that one synth can't do it all and I'm on a limited budget, but could you potentially suggest a couple which you think would give me a lot of mileage? I'm mainly interested in house, funk and soul. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, Billy, who I guess is in the UK. Thanks for the question, Billy. My favourite synth in this budget is, and we talked about it before, the Roland FA06. And I see you're playing house, funk and soul. I think it would deliver the goods. You've got really, really nice supernatural piano. The electric piano on the Roland is fabulous. Oh, I love that! You say you like the Moog sound, Roland keyboards. Yeah, it's got the supernatural sound engine to emulate all the vintage synthesizer analog sounds, and it does it really, really well. Better than any other keyboard in this price range, in my opinion. You also like the D-50, and there's a ton of D-50 inspired sounds on the Roland FA. So go for that one. If you want another suggestion, well, the competitor, of course, is the Yamaha Mox F6, which is a similar price, I think. But for me, the sounds on the Roland are a little bit more fresher. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to write an angry comment. You're a guitarist, so good luck in your keyboard career. I'll be doing more guitar stuff on my channel in the future, I hope, as well. James T writes to me, "Hi Woody, love your branding, love your British style." Thank you for that. And I'm going to call this the biscuit beat. I dreamed about making your Hammond box, but you have actually done it. So he's talking about this homemade dual manual Hammond cabinet that I made. I have very similar keyboard needs to you, just can't justify the cash on a Nord. Looking for a 76 note or 73 note Rhodes and Hammond keyboard, which is light for gigs. Don't like heavy 88 note hammer action, getting old. Just like me. Been using Roland JV1000 last 3 years. Not sure what that one is, and it was fine. It's an older instrument anyway. The glue under the keys, little bits of steel to make it semi-weighted keys, leaked everywhere, and I think it blew up. Oh my God. There must be something in between. Slightly better than 80s sound of JV1000, but a similar price second-hand on eBay. Wouldn't mind a brass and strings and a lead patch as well, synth lead patch as well. Any tips would be welcome. Regards, James. PPS, I play in a secular black American gospel music band in Australia. Eat up the jam on your toast. Eat up the jam, eat it up. Yay! That's interesting. And thank you for the question. You can't justify the cash on a Nord. Do what I did. Buy yourself a second-hand Nord Electro 73. You want 73 notes, you want it light, you want Hammonds and the electric piano. So my suggestion to you would be a second-hand Nord Electro 2. I bought my 2 for about $400 US a year ago. And I struggled to sell it for the same amount. I think I sold it for about 350. So you can pick them up cheap. But as I said earlier, used instruments are very plentiful here in Stockholm, and I'm not sure what it's like in Australia. And Nord, being a Swedish brand, means there are loads of them. The market is saturated with used Nords over here. I'm in a very lucky position. It might not be the same down there in Australia. Probably not. So check out a used Nord. What else would be good, I'm thinking? Again, the FA that I mentioned earlier, if you can find a good deal on a FA06, that's only 61 keys. You might find one used, and that's definitely going to be $500 or something around there, I'm guessing. And that's got fabulous Hammond and Rhodes sounds. Otherwise, check out the Roland VR09 keyboard range, but they're getting up there in price as well. Eat up the jam, eat it up on your toast. So that's all the questions for today. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think of this show and continue sending me your questions. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all of your support. Cheerio.
Woody Piano Shack.
Why did he upload this rubbish?